Hey, Telephone Lover. My name is Latu Manga and welcome again to my wellness series. Hey, hey. Ho, well done. Okay, so this series is the parenting part of series number 2. The first one was self-care. Let's get straight into it. 1, there are no perfect parents. I just want you to know that now, and you're in fact doing a great job at home. So keep it going during this lockdown period. 2, parenting is challenging, and it's rewarding, and it's hard. So I come back to that. We need help, and this is one way you can get help. There are many other ways that I'll talk to you about and context. I'll give them at the end. Okay, so let's get started. So there are 6 parenting principles, and if you're doing any one of these, then you're doing really well. Honestly, you're doing really well. Just know that. So here they are: love and warmth, and let's talk about that. What does it look like, and what does it sound like? Well, love and warmth for me is when I pay attention to my boy or my other 2. So I've got 3. When I pay attention, they feel valued, and I can sense that with them when we're talking. So 1, pay attention, look at them, give them some time and validate what they're saying. 2, what does it sound like? So my words are encouraging. They are inquisitive. I want to help them to do whatever they are wanting to do to help solve that problem. And also, what does it look like? It looks like a cuddle, maybe, a hug, saying the actual words of "I love you, darling," constantly when you mean it and when you know they need it. So all of those things, spending time. Number 2, talking and listening. So talking and listening is really important because there's something called serve and return, and that's when you're serving to them, like you're serving in table tennis, and then they return it back. Yeah. So the point is the return. So when you're talking to someone, you're expecting them to return. Imagine you being on the phone and they're trying to talk to you, you're not returning. It's important that we return because serve and return means there is a relationship going on of talking, and there's that responsive, you're listening and you're responding to what they're saying. That gives them the ability to feel validated that they're being listened to. Whether you're a little wee baby or whether you're a little primary school right up to adolescence and to your friendships as an adult, talking and listening is important all around. Guidance and counseling, how am I going? If you're doing this, it looks like guidance is when you're guiding the children because you have a life of experience and you're able to help them understand and problem solve a situation. So you're guiding them through what we're doing through the day, giving them understanding of why they're doing it. If it's chores and they don't like it, it's part of our family that we contribute to this, and as a family or team we do these things, and that is why we connect together, we look after one another, we feel a sense of togetherness because we're actually contributing as a whānau. Hope that's helpful. And getting them to understand that is quite hard because they sometimes feel, why do I have to do this, what do I have to do that? Well, that's our challenge. We've got to help them realize from an angle of whānau, family dynamics. And teamwork. Okay, so limits and boundaries. This is where you have to be really careful because they need to know the limits and they need to know how far they can be pushed or where not to go in terms of boundaries, because boundaries are set for a purpose. And so as parents, again, like if they go on the road, that's their boundary. They're not allowed to. Why aren't they allowed to? Their understanding of that can cause this ripple effect. So in other situations, why are they not allowed to eat the food? Like for me, they're constantly, you see the pantry at the back here, they're constantly opening that door and I'm like, close it, because there are times to eat and then times to wait because they have to get their food lasting through the week. So they can't. The consequences, we will have no food. Anyway, you know what I mean, but understanding. And so those are the limits and the boundaries. We have to be, as adults, be able to set them with them if we can, because that's negotiation, and that's really good for kids to have part, because then they're feeling empowered that they're part of the plan. Consistency, so this is where you have to be consistent with the plan and the limits and the boundaries. And if they don't follow, or if they do follow, there are consequences to everything that we do, as we know. Consequences for me, if I'm not handling a situation well, it's going to go haywire, and the consequence of that in my reflection time, it would be that I should have solved this problem in a different way. I should have approached it. My tone was too hard. I should have done this. I shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? But that's the beauty of sitting back and reflecting. So consistency, you be consistent. That's helpful because kids want to see that. And lastly, secure and safe world. If our kids feel safe and secure, then that looks like you ensuring that they have the things, the basic needs in their life. So the basic needs are warmth, food, clothing, and then there's love, attention, all of those things. I think that's mainly it. If they have a sense of feeling secure and safe, then they're going to feel protected, and they're going to be more likely to learn, because your brain will function better the less the stress and the safer they feel, and the more protected and secure. Okay, so that's me. I've gone to 6 minutes and 8. God bless you all. Here are the follow-ups. So if you want more information, www.skip.org.nz to follow up on the 6 principles. The resources are there and they're free. 0800 933 922 is the Plunkett line. And the parent resource, like I've shared with you, is awesome. It's ages and stages. www.parentresourcetogether.nz, and then the research behind information, the scientific research, is from www.brainwave.org.nz. Take care. Love you guys. Till the next one.